Hey, what's going on, positive people? What's up, Holy Culture fam? And welcome to yet another edition of the Be Positive Music Show right here on SiriusXM, of course, channel 140 and Holy Culture Radio. I really can't believe it is the end of the year 2025. I hope it has been a blessed one for you, but I'm particularly excited just because this is the year, or the time of year rather, where I get to play a ton of Christian hip hop Christmas music. So I'm going to completely stuff this hour with a lot of just that. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the show. Whether you are all prepared for the season or whether you're doing some late night running around the town, getting some gifts. Well, people really don't run around the town nowadays. A lot of it is a lot of Amazon orders. So I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you guys are tuning in from. And like I said, I'm going to stuff this show with a lot of Christian hip hop music, just celebrating Christ, celebrating life, just celebrating the fact that we've made it to another Christmas season. So whether you're at the car, at work, wrapping gifts, or just relaxing on this wonderful day, sit back and relax and check out some of this dope Christian hip hop music. We're going to kick off today's show with Toya Love and Mike Teasy. The name of the song is Turn Up This Christmas right here on the Be Positive Music Show. And we will be right back. Peace.
Hey, yo, what's happening, positive people? This is your boy, Limo Blazy, a.k.a. God's favorite baby, a.k.a. Limo Blazy. Yo, yo, yo. And you are now tuned in to Be Positive Music Show with B+, right here on Holy Culture Radio.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Be Positive Music Show, a Christmas edition of the show. We are getting very, very close to Christmas Day. So let's recap that first quarter set. The very first song that I played was by Toya Love and Mike Teasy. The name of the song was Turn Up This Christmas.
I'ma turn up this Christmas. I'ma turn up this Christmas. I'ma spread L-O-V-E. I'ma spread L-O-V-E. I'ma spread.
And then the next song I played was Twas a Holy Vibe. That was by Stevie Rizzo, Young Chris, and of course, Don Reddy.
It's a holy vibe on a holy night. God is still alive, yeah. Kid drops falling down tonight.
The next song after that was called Celebrate. That was by New Tone and Kid Lee.
Yeah, you're the best gift to the hopeless, the only real fix to the broken.
And then the last song was entitled Glory. That was by Angie Rose and Genius McFly.
Move with the mountain and stand on it. Aye, you be the strength in my voice. You got my back like you ain't got a choice. Shining in sadness, you fill me with joy. Look in the mirror, said Jesus, I'm yours.
And I just realized that those were all Christmas collabs. So that was the Christmas collab set. Just made that up right here, right now. And now it is time to get ready to hop into some more music. But one of the things I really enjoy about this time of year is that people celebrate Christmas in different ways. It's not like a Christmas one size fits all. And it's not the same for each and every family. Some people are heavy on the lights. Some people don't do Christmas music until like the week of. Some people go big with the decorations. Some people go really small. But it's definitely not a one size fits all. And that's just really important to me. Just the diversity that we have and the ways that we just celebrate this Christmas season. And speaking of that, Christmas Christian hip hop music is just the same. It's a lot of variety. You have songs that are very particular to the biblical story. Then you have just some fun Christian hip hop songs that just celebrate life, joy, and just togetherness. So that's what we're going to do during this next set. We have No Big Deal coming in with Christmas in the Sticks, and we're gonna follow that up with some Mitch Durrell. We're gonna follow that up with some K-drama as well. So hope you guys stick around and vibe with the Be Positive Music Show, of course, right here on Holy Culture Radio, and we will be right back.
It's halftime with B+. Time for that pep talk.
Yes, we have reached the halfway point of today's show. Hope you guys have been enjoying this Christian hip hop Christmas special. Hope you guys are enjoying this season just in general and the fact that you made it through another year. So let's talk about that second quarter set before we hop into a very, very brief halftime pep talk. The very first song, well, actually, before I say that, again, that last set was just a celebration of the fact that we can just have fun at Christmas time. Not each and every Christmas song has to be the biblical story. It can just be about food, fun, and fellowship like you heard in that last set. So let's talk about those 3 songs really quickly. I kicked things off with No Big Deal and DJ Mike LV. The name of the song was Xmas in the Sticks.
She said, don't forget the reason for the season. Yeah, me and my brother watching Rudolph. 75 in Phoenix, I might have to take the roof off. Fire up the grill, we never knew about a U-Law.
The next song, friend of the show, Mitch Durrell. The name of the song was Rapping Around the Christmas Tree.
They say, Mr. Durrell, just tell us what you want for Christmas. Long as rapping happens, I think y'all can skip the gifting. Cool with nothing but the microphone and beats for Christmas. Spitting, scheming around the tree, I think that this was missing.
That was produced by Wayne Classic. And then the last song, another friend of the show, K-Drama. The name of the song was All Year Long.
I celebrate Christmas all year long. All year long. All year long. All year long. All year long.
That was a fun song. Andy kind of dipped into his biblical bag as well on that song. So one of my favorite songs to play around this time of year, or as K-Drama puts it, all year long. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into a very brief halftime pep talk. So this next set is all dedicated to the story or the Christmas carol, Three Kings. But each and every year, whenever I hear the Three Kings song, I just remember that that's actually not the real biblical story. There weren't 3 kings, and in all likelihood, they were probably astrologers or priests or scholars. So they weren't kings, and then also it wasn't 3. I think we get the 3 because we know that there were 3 gifts. There were gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So very, very fun Christmas song, and it's been remixed a whole lot, as you can see here, even in the Christian hip hop space. But the fact of the matter is it's not 100% accurate. But that doesn't take away the fun of the song. It doesn't take away of the fun of just being able to tell the Christmas story. So let's go ahead and hop into this set. The very first song we have coming up is called We Three Kings. It's by 116, and more specifically, Paul Russell, Lecrae, and Abe Parker. This is the Be Positive Music Show, and we'll be right back. Peace.
It's the fourth quarter. Time for some Christian R&B.
Yes, we have reached the final 15 minutes of the hour, and like you just heard, it is time for some Christian R&B music, and it will be of the Christmas variety. I'm super excited about the first song I'm going to play, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the We Three Kings set that I just played that past 15 minutes. The very first song was entitled We Three Kings. That was by 116, more specifically Paul Russell, Lecrae, and Abe Parker. The next song was entitled We the Three. That was by God's Servant, The Ambassador, and Pastor AD3.
We travel so far, field and fountain, more and houses, following under star.
And then the third and final song I played was called We Three Kings, and that was by Pedity, Nota Verbs, and Bonafide. So with that being said, let's switch gears and let's hop into this Christian R&B set. But before we do that, this Christian R&B set, as well as just the Christmas season in general, it causes me just to kind of slow down and appreciate the quiet moments. You're heading towards the end of the year, so we all get a little reflective. Sometimes it's a little sad because there's loved ones that we lost. There's goals that we didn't hit for the year and things like that. But it just makes me feel more contemplative around this time of year. And I want to kind of set the stage for that with this last set. So this last set will all be remixes of Silent Night, just because in that same way, towards the end of or towards the time of Christ's coming, it was just, I mean, it was 300-400 years since any prophet had spoken from that the people of God got any word from the Lord, and there was this promise of a Messiah, and you can imagine just how quiet it was. But here it is, the stage is being set for this Silent Night, and for Emmanuel to come, God with us. So be thinking about that as we hop into the final set. This very first song is by one of my favorite voices. She goes by the name of V Rose. The song is featuring Mission. Shout out to the West Coast. And the name of the song is entitled It Is the Night. Once again, this is the Be Positive Music Show right here on Holy Culture Radio, and we'll be right back.
You are now tuned in to the #1 station for Christian hip hop and R&B, Holy Culture Radio on SiriusXM.
All right, we have reached the final moments of the Be Positive Music Show, this Christian hip hop Christmas edition of the show. I've had a whole lot of fun just kind of walking through the different themes that we had on today's show. I'm gonna see if I can go off the top of my head and remember all the themes. So the first quarter, the theme was really just kind of turning up, just getting excited about the Christmas season, and they were all collabs. That's what they were. They were Christmas collabs. The second quarter of today's show was all about just having fun in this Christmas season. All the songs weren't super salvific and very biblical, but they were all about food, fun, and fellowship. The third quarter was We Three Kings. See what I did there? Three Kings, third quarter of the show. I just made that up again. So that was the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, it was all about celebrating the diversity of the different versions of Silent Night. I particularly liked the last one. So let's talk about those three specifically. So the very first song I played was entitled It Is the Night.
It's the night, yeah. It's the night.
All of you, none of me. Everybody gather around. Christmas carols and the harmonies.
That was by V Rose featuring Mission. The next song was by Crystal Nicole featuring Q Parker. The name of the song was Silent Night, the Hush remix.
I hear the clouds speak, sing of the glory, singing.
And then the last song was simply called Silent Night by Tadashi.
Silent night, holy night.
Very, very nice spin on, or not spin. I really like the arrangement that T-Dot had on that mug. So that was nice. So with that being said, like I said, we have reached the end of the hour. I'm looking at my time here and I actually have a little bit of time left. So let me give some quick announcements and then I will play one more song on the way out. So yeah, follow me on all social media platforms. I can be found at DJ_B_plus. If you are following me on TikTok, add an extra underscore over there. And that's where you will find me. I have some fun things brewing. For those of you that have been following me over on YouTube, you know all about that. Maybe we'll get into that maybe into the new year. So that's what I have for by way of church announcements. I'm going to play this blend that my homie Lank made I guess it was maybe last year. Jesus Is the Reason, and he mixed it with Kendrick Lamar. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Once again, this is the Be Positive Music Show. I will see you next week. Peace in, confusion out, and be positive.
Like a kizzle on the mix, man.